Hello, school board and representatives. I am a sixth grade teacher here at Bigger Middle School, and I have a few concerns that I want to discuss with you all today. There is an inequity among students with technology, and it's something that I think we really need to work on. I have had multiple parents come up to me and school counselors tell me about their struggles with technology and how their children cannot complete assignments I give them due to them being online. For instance, one student in my sixth grade class came up to me and said, "Is there any way I can get the homework printed here because I do not have a computer at home and there is no way I can get to the nearest printer before next class?" This inequity does not just stem from having a computer at home, but not being able to keep up with the evolving world and the fast-paced changes that society makes for us. I've been looking at my students' grades as midterms are coming up, and I do notice that some students are struggling more than others. As a teacher, I want all of my students to do just as well and keep up with the class, not only, but enjoy learning and really get the most out of what we have in our world today, which is technology. Most students who are from a less financially stable background usually do worse in my class academically. This can be due to a number of factors, but I know that technology access is one of them. Some of my students simply do not turn in homework or can keep up with assignments because they do not have a computer at home and have a difficult time finding one. I never want this to be a struggle for my students, and I definitely do not want them to have to worry about this. I want to help my students. School should be a welcoming environment where they should not have to stress about where they will find a computer to use. To a lot of students, school is a safe place where they find comfortability in the teachers and classmates around them. Just because we are starting to implement more technology in our school system does not mean that this safe space should be altered in any way. I want my students to thrive in school and at home. One way to do this is to utilize online technology teaching along with my in-person teaching. This means using technology as an aid to learning. It will give them supplemental practice and extra resources that can help them to learn more efficiently. Two things I want to do in my classroom would be to, one, provide laptops to all of my students so that they have equal opportunities and access to all of my assignments and work to be done in class. This way, they all have a chance to do well in my class, and there will be no worries if they will get their homework done in time. Another change I want to happen is to do weekly check-ins with students who I see falling behind or having more trouble than usual in my class. I want to make sure that all my students know that they can come to me for anything, whether it be a concern they have about class or even something personal that they have on their mind that they're struggling with. I hope you think about my idea and consider it with my students in mind. Looking at the magnitude of this inequity, it is very significant and something that I consider an urgent issue. I do not want my students to fall behind in class. I want them to thrive with the technology and advances that are happening around us, especially with everything that has changed the school system in the past few years. I do not want that to be thrown away. I would love it if my students could have equal opportunities to do well in school, no matter what their backgrounds are. Thank you.